Hello, sports fans. It is Wednesday, June the 19th, the year 2013, and as usual, a lot to get to in the sports world, so let's get it going right now. Let's start in the NBA, where the Miami Heat beat the San Antonio Spurs in overtime last night to force a Game 7 on Thursday. If you are a San Antonio Spur player, coach, or a fan, you must be sick to your stomach today. You had the championship won. They were bringing the trophy out. The Miami fans were leaving the arena. You had a 5-point lead with about 20 seconds to go, and you lost the game. What a terrible loss by San Antonio. They melted down the stretch, and the Heat stole this game. Make no mistake about it. The Heat stole this game. San Antonio must be sick today. I don't know how they recover. I don't know how they recover and win Game 7 on the road. I don't think it's possible. I think the Heat are going to win Game 7 now. I think the Spurs had their chance and blew it. Let's go through how it happened. The Spurs controlled most of this game. They're winning by 10 going into the fourth quarter. This is where it all went nuts. First of all, at the start of the fourth quarter, the Spurs are up 10. Popovich, for some reason, sits Duncan and Parker. That's a bad move. You cannot sit both of them at the same time. Duncan had a huge game last night. You cannot sit both Duncan and Parker at the same time. The Heat go on a run just when Duncan and Parker are sitting. The Heat actually come storming back, take the lead. Then San Antonio comes storming back. They take the lead. Unbelievable that San Antonio, after blowing the lead, actually came back and took the lead. So, 28 seconds left. Let's pick it up. Spurs are up 94-89 after Ginobili hits one of two free throws. He missed a big free throw. He did hit one. Spurs up 5, 28 seconds to go. LeBron James comes down the court, misses a 3, and Miami grabs the rebound. LeBron takes another 3, makes it, cuts it to 2 with 20 seconds left. Let's stop right there. Why is Tim Duncan out of the game right there? Why did Popovich take Duncan out of the game? San Antonio had a chance to get the rebound there. Why is Duncan out of the game? He's your 7-footer. I mean, who could get a rebound better than him? Why is he sitting on the bench there? LeBron threw up an absolute brick on his first shot. San Antonio can't grab the rebound. Duncan's on the bench. Miami gets the rebound. LeBron gets a second shot. He makes it, cuts the lead to 2. Then Leonard for the Spurs gets fouled. He misses one a free throw, makes the second. So the Spurs are up 3 points. Once again, LeBron James comes down. Duncan on the bench again. LeBron misses a three-pointer. Miami grabs the rebound. Bosh with a big rebound. Kicks it out to Ray Allen. You don't want Ray Allen shooting a 3 to tie the game if you're the Spurs. Anyone but Ray Allen. He's one of the best three-pointers in the history of the game. Ray Allen buries the 3. We are now tied. Parker goes down. He misses a shot at the buzzer. We go to overtime. San Antonio absolutely blew it at the end. Popovich gets some of the blame. I mean, you cannot have Duncan and Parker sitting the beginning of the fourth quarter. Then you can't take Duncan out twice at the end of the game when you need an important rebound. If San Antonio grabbed one rebound, they win this game. Also throw in the fact that San Antonio missed 2 big free throws. Ginobili missed a big free throw, and Leonard missed a huge free throw. Could have put him up 4. We go to overtime. Back and forth we go in the overtime. Miami's up 101-100. We got about 9 seconds to go. Wade misses a shot. Ginobili grabs the rebound, runs down the court. I mean, he throws up this, he's trying to attempt this wild shot. He gets stripped by Ray Allen. Might have been a foul. I mean, Ginobili might have walked also. Good no call. You can't bail out Ginobili there. I mean, Ray Allen might have got a piece of him, but this is Game 6 of the finals. You're not going to get that call on the road. Plus, Ginobili might have walked with the ball. So Ray Allen strips him. Miami comes up with the ball. Let's stop right there. Tony Parker is down on the floor at that point for San Antonio. Popovich had taken Parker out. Spurs had no timeouts. So when Wade misses with 9 seconds left and Ginobili grabs the rebound, Parker can't get back in the game, so Ginobili's got to race down the court. He gets stripped, no foul called, no walk called. Miami comes up with the ball. Allen hits 2 free throws, and then Green at the buzzer misses a three-pointer for San Antonio, and the Miami Heat absolutely steal a game. If you are San Antonio, you are heartsick today. I'm a neutral fan. I am a neutral fan, and I haven't gotten over it yet. Now, granted, I am rooting for the Spurs. Miami won it last year. I'd like to see the old Spurs, win it one last time. What a complete meltdown by San Antonio. You are up 5 points with 28 seconds to go in the game. They're bringing the trophy out. The fans are leaving. You have to win the game, and there's a lot of blame to go around here. Popovich gets blamed. You cannot take Tim Duncan out twice when you need a big rebound to win the game. You cannot take Tony Parker out to the point where he is not on the floor, the last time you have the ball. You cannot have that. I mean, second last time you have the ball when Ginobili got stripped. Parker was not on the floor there. Cannot have that. Then you can't sit Parker and Dunk in the beginning of the fourth quarter, which started the Miami comeback. So Popovich, I love Popovich. I think he's a great coach. I think he does a fabulous job. He did not have one of his better games last night. Also, 2 big missed free throws by San Antonio. Ginobili missed one of them, and Leonard missed a huge free throw down the stretch of this game. Then San Antonio, 2 chances off LeBron James missed 3-pointers to grab a rebound. The game would be over. They couldn't come up with the ball. I mean, the second time when Bosh grabs the rebound, just foul Bosh. You're up 3 at that point. Miami has no timeouts. There's about, time's running out. Put Bosh at the line for 2 free throws. What's the worst that can happen? You're still up 1 point, or Bosh has to intentionally miss a free throw. Don't let Ray Allen take a 3 to tie the game. Anyone but Ray Allen. He's one of the best 3-pointers in the history of the game. Just a complete meltdown by San Antonio. I don't know how you get over this game. And by the way, Ginobili, he was awful last night. Now, I know Ginobili's getting up there. We all love Ginobili. He's had a great career. He's a champion. He's getting up there. He's been hinting about retirement. He actually had a good Game 5 in San Antonio. Last night, he was atrocious. 9 points, 8 turnovers. 8 turnovers, sloppy with the ball, throwing the ball to Miami. Just awful, awful play by Ginobili. Out of control, uncharacteristic of him. He had a horrendous game. I don't know how San Antonio recovers from this. I don't know how they do it. I mean, they only have 1 day to recover. They're an older team. Miami's the younger team here. Miami's got to feel like they have new life. We've been talking about new life in the NHL forever. Look what the Bruins are doing. They were dead against Toronto. Now they could win the Cup. Same thing here with the Heat. The Heat were dead last night. This game was over. They were bringing the trophy out. The fans were leaving. Pat Riley had a look on his face like he swallowed a lemon. I mean, the game was over, and San Antonio let this game slip away. And Duncan had a huge game. You think Duncan's going to have that kind of game tomorrow? I mean, and then what about Ginobili? He looked awful. Green, they really focused on shutting down Green, Miami, too. They did a nice job on Green. He didn't have a lot of wide-open looks. I don't know how San Antonio wins this game tomorrow. I really don't. I think Miami's going to win this game. I would be shocked if San Antonio won. I mean, what a horrendous way to lose. This is one of the worst losses in NBA Finals history. You're up 5 points with 28 seconds to go, and you lose. One of the worst losses in NBA Finals history. Now, the Spurs have a lot of veterans. They have a good coach in Popovich, although he had a bad night. They have Duncan, they have Parker, Ginobili. I don't want to rule them out. I don't see how they're going to win tomorrow. I just don't see it. I mean, LeBron James, up until the fourth quarter, wasn't doing much. Miami was dead in the water, and they won the game. They won the game. San Antonio is going to be kicking themselves the whole offseason for this. If you are a Spur fan, how in the world did you wake up today in anything but a bad mood? I mean, you must be in a sour mood today. You had that game won. You should be celebrating. They should be planning a parade in San Antonio. Now you got to play a Game 7 on the road and do it all over again and actually close the deal this time. I don't see it happening. I see Miami winning tomorrow night. I think Miami's going to win this title now. Unbelievable meltdown by the San Antonio Spurs. Give Miami credit. Give LeBron credit. He led the comeback in the fourth quarter. And give Ray Allen a very clutch three-point shot. Tremendous job by him. And Bosh had a couple good defensive plays and a couple of big rebounds as well. So Miami and San Antonio go to a Game 7 tomorrow night in Miami. All right, transitioning a little bit over to your NHL. We have Game 3 tonight in the NHL. Boston won the other night 2-0. Boston is leading the series 2-1. We'll see if Hoser plays tonight. He didn't play the last game. I'll tell you, these Bruins are something else. They are now leading the series. I was just talking about them a few minutes ago. In round 1, they were done against Toronto. They were finished. They were down 4-1 with 6 minutes to go in the game. They won that game, and here they are. They could win the Stanley Cup. How good has Rask been in net? So Bruins right now lead 2-1 Game 4 tonight in Boston. As far as the World Cup qualifying in soccer last night, USA beat Honduras. USA is leading the group. USA is going to make the World Cup. So nice job by the USA men's soccer team. As far as your Major League Baseball scores from last night, Boston swept a doubleheader from Tampa Bay. They took both games. The Mets took a doubleheader from Atlanta. You see the future of the Mets. The Mets are having a bad year, but the future is Harvey and Wheeler. They're two young pitchers. Harvey pitched great in the first game, and Wheeler pitched well in the second game. That's the future of the Mets, Harvey and Wheeler. Mets take a doubleheader from Atlanta. Cleveland beat Kansas City. Cleveland got 3 in the 8th to win that game. Dodgers and the Yankees rained out doubleheader today. Philadelphia beat Washington. Lee, another nice job on the mound. Toronto beat Colorado. Toronto is absolutely rolling. Baltimore beat Detroit. Pittsburgh beat Cincinnati 4-0. Oakland beat Texas. I'll tell you, if you haven't seen Oakland, check them out. Very underrated team. Minnesota beat the White Sox. The White Sox are a dead carcass. Houston beat Milwaukee. Cubs beat St. Louis. Arizona beat Miami. Seattle beat the hapless Angels. And San Francisco beat San Diego. Okay, without further ado, let's go to our weekly Major League Baseball State of the Union. Let's go through the divisions, the records, all that kind of stuff. Let's start in the American League. The American League East, we're going to go worst to first. Last place still Toronto, but they are moving up there. 34-36, 8-2 in their last 10. They are red hot right now, playing much better. Lind has been very good. Keep an eye on Toronto. They are moving up the standings fast. Number 4, Tampa Bay. They're 36-35. They're 2-8 in their last 10. They have a good offense, Tampa Bay, and shaky pitching. The opposite of what we thought in spring training. We thought it would be the opposite. Number 3, the Yankees. They're 38-31, 4-6 in their last 10. Bad week last week. The injuries just keep piling up. Teixeira on the DL again. Euclid surgery. The Yankees can't seem to get healthy. Number 2, Baltimore, 41-31. They're 7-3 in their last 10. Machado hitting well. Davis on absolute fire, hitting home runs. Leads the major leagues in home runs. Baltimore doing a great job. Number 1, the Boston Red Sox. They're 44-29, 6-4 in their last 10. Leicester has been bad lately, and Buchholz to the DL, so keep an eye on that. That's your American League East. As far as your American League Central, last place, the White Sox. They are 29-39, 4-6 in their last 10. They are finished. Number 4, Minnesota. They're 31-36. They're not scoring at all. Minnesota having a very tough time scoring runs. Number 3, Kansas City. They're 34-35, 7-3 in their last 10. Are playing better, pitching well. Number 2, Cleveland. 35-35, 5-5 in their last 10. Bouncing back a little bit after they had a really bad slump there for a couple of weeks. Number 1, Detroit, 39-30. They are 6-4 in their last 10. They have a big week this week, Baltimore and Boston. I still think Detroit's the class of this division. Over to your American League West we go. Last place, the Houston Astros, 27-45, 5-5 in their last 10. Believe it or not, they're 12-7 since May 29th. So we'll throw Houston a little bone there. They are playing decently since the end of May. Number 4, the Angels. They are 31-40, 4-6 in their last 10. Weaver, not good since coming off the DL. The Angels cannot put anything together. Number 3, Seattle. They're 32-40, 5-5 in their last 10. No offense. They just can't score. Number 2, Texas. 39-32, 3-7 in their last 10. Lost 6 straight at home last week. Texas in a free fall. Number 1, Oakland. They're 43-30, 5-5 in their last 10. How about Donaldson? Very nice player. I don't know if he makes the All-Star team, but a very nice player. Oakland, I keep saying it. I said it since spring training. Very underrated team that no one knows about. That's your American League. Over to the National League we go. The National League East. Last place, Miami. They are in the cellar. I mean, they are just atrocious this year, Miami. They've lost, the last 6 games they've lost, they've been outscored 49-15. I mean, just an atrocious job by Miami. They have a brand new ballpark. They have a lot of empty seats. Stanton is back. It's not going to help Miami. They're just a dreadful team, one of the worst in baseball. Number 4, the Mets. They're 27-40, 4-6 in their last 10. Lost 10 of 13 before they swept Atlanta in a doubleheader. Like I said, their future is Harvey and Wheeler. Number 3, the Washington Nationals. I mean, they are 5-5 in their last 10. They're 34-36 overall. We're waiting for Washington to take off, and they keep going backwards. Number 2, Philadelphia. They're 35-37, 4-6 in their last 10. Hamels has double-digit losses. Are you kidding me? Cole Hamels has double-digit losses. He is a much better pitcher than that. And number 1, the Atlanta Braves. They're 42-30, 4-6 in their last 10. Got swept by the Mets in a doubleheader yesterday. They're a solid team. Not playing all that great recently, though, Atlanta, but I expect them to make the playoffs. Over to your National League Central we go. Last place, the Milwaukee Brewers. They're 28-40, 6-4 in their last 10. Horrible season for Milwaukee. Bruin on the DL. We'll see if he gets suspended. Just a lost cause for Milwaukee this year. Number 4, the Cubs. They're 29-40, 5-5 in the last 10. Not much is going to change for the Cubs this year. We know they got to rebuild. I mean, we know they got a major rebuilding job. They're going to redo Wrigley Field. We can't expect much from the Cubs this year. Number 3, Pittsburgh, 42-29, 6-4 in their last 10. 22 of the next 34 on the road, so we'll keep an eye on the Pirates. Number 2, Cincinnati, 43-29, 6-4 in the last 10. Second best record in baseball. The only problem is the best record in baseball was St. Louis, who is ahead of them in the division. Number 1, St. Louis, 45-26, 5-5 in the last 10. Lost 2 out of 3 to Miami, which was inexplicable. Wainwright pitching great this year. St. Louis doing a tremendous job overall. Let's go to the National League West. Last place, the Dodgers, 29-39, 4-6 in the last 10. They are still a bad team, even with Puig mania. Puig gave them a little shot in the arm, but they're still 10 games under 500. Still not playing well. Kemp's still on the DL. Don't like what I see at all from the Dodgers. Mattingly will be lucky to survive. Number 4, the San Diego Padres, 36-35, 8-2 in their last 10, 6-0 last week. The Padres are moving up the standings. Did we ever think the Padres would be this good? I didn't. I thought they'd be one of the worst teams in baseball. Tremendous job by San Diego. Number 3, Colorado. They are 37-35, 4-6 in the last 10. What else is new? Tulowitzki's on the DL. Is Tulowitzki ever not on the DL? He's on the DL like multiple times each season. Number 2, San Francisco. They are 36-34, 5-5 in their last 10. Zito and Lincecum, very bad. They have to pick it up. What's with Lincecum? He hasn't pitched well in a couple of years now. Number 1, Arizona. They are 38-33, 3-7 in their last 10, but they still lead the West. Overall, Arizona's done a decent job. This is not a great division this year. No one's really flying. Arizona doing a decent job, although not playing great recently. So that is your Major League Baseball State of the Union. We still got a long way to go. We still got the rest of June, July, August, September, into October. So we got a long, long way to go for baseball. Okay, as far as tonight, what to watch, it's an NHL night. You have Chicago at Boston, Game 4. Very important game. Chicago wins, it's 2-2, and they get home ice back. Boston wins, they have a commanding 3-1 lead. Very, very big game, especially for Chicago. Can't afford to go down 3-1. And I will be back with you Friday. So tomorrow, remember, Game 7 in the NBA. Spurs at the Heat after the Spurs meltdown last night. After the Heat do a Houdini act. We'll see if the Spurs can rebound. I don't think they can. I think the Heat are going to win this. So remember, Spurs-Heat tomorrow night, Thursday, Game 7. Make sure you tune into that. And, of course, you got all your Major League Baseball. Okay, you guys are all caught up. You guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the support. Stay safe. Enjoy the games tonight. It's an NHL night. Boston, Chicago should be tremendous hockey. And enjoy the basketball. Game 7 tomorrow. San Antonio, Miami. I will be back with you guys Friday. Enjoy the games. Stay safe. Talk to you Friday. Take care.